Chosen one, it's time to tell you everything. Listen closely, because this moment is not ordinary, and it carries a quiet weight that your heart has been preparing to receive for a long time without even realizing it. Something gentle yet powerful is being placed into your life right now, and if you let it pass without attention, you may miss a blessing that was meant to change how you see everything around you. Type Amen if you believe. There has been a hidden story unfolding behind your days, one that was never meant to harm you, but to shape you into someone strong, peaceful, and deeply connected to God's love. This is the time where confusion begins to clear, and where silent prayers begin to show their answers in ways that feel almost too perfect to be coincidence. There have been nights when your heart felt heavy, and your thoughts kept circling around things you could not control, yet even in those moments, you were never alone for even a second. God was watching every tear, every silent struggle, and every effort you made to keep going when it felt easier to stop. Type 1111 if you trust in God. You may not have understood why certain doors closed or why certain people drifted away, but none of it was random or wasted. Every step was guided with care, even when it felt uncertain, and every delay carried a purpose that is now beginning to reveal itself slowly and beautifully. There is something important you must understand now, and it will change how you look at your past completely. Nothing you went through was meant to break you, even when it felt overwhelming and heavy beyond what you thought you could handle. Those moments were shaping your heart into something stronger, softer, and more open to God's presence in ways that only pain and patience can teach. What felt like loss was actually preparation, and what felt like silence was actually God working quietly behind the scenes, arranging things in ways that you could not yet see or understand. Within your life, there has always been a calling that felt different from others, something deeper that could not be easily explained or ignored. You may have noticed it in the way you think, in the way you care, and in the way your heart reacts to things that others may not even notice. That is not something ordinary, and it is not something accidental. It is a sign that you were created with a purpose that goes beyond what you can currently see, and it is something that God has been nurturing within you from the very beginning. If this moment is touching your heart, take a second to show your support by liking the video, because it helps this message reach someone else who may need the same comfort and reassurance today. There have been times when you doubted yourself, when you felt like you were not enough or that you were somehow falling behind in life. Those thoughts did not come from truth, and they never reflected how God sees you. You were never behind, and you were never forgotten. Everything has been unfolding in its own time, and your journey has been uniquely designed to bring you to this exact point where clarity begins to replace confusion. God has seen your patience even when you felt tired, and He has seen your faith even when it felt small and fragile. That quiet faith has been enough, and it has been growing stronger with every step you took forward, even the ones that felt uncertain. There is a peace that is beginning to settle into your life, and it is not coming from your circumstances, but from something deeper that is being placed within your spirit. You are not who you were before, even if your surroundings may look the same. Something within you has changed, something that has made you more aware, more gentle, and more connected to what truly matters. That change did not happen overnight, and it was not easy, but it was necessary. It is preparing you for something that requires a stronger heart and a clearer mind. There is a new chapter opening quietly, and it may not come with loud signs or sudden changes, but it will feel different in a way that brings calm and assurance. You will begin to notice small shifts, small moments of peace, and small answers that confirm you are on the right path. These are not coincidences, and they are not random events. They are signs that God is guiding you into something better, something that aligns with who you are becoming. You have carried things that were never meant to stay with you forever, and now is the time when those burdens begin to lift. You are being invited to release what no longer serves your growth, and to step into a space where you can breathe more freely and live with more peace. This is not about forgetting your past, but about understanding it in a way that brings healing instead of pain. As you move forward, you will begin to feel a quiet confidence growing within you, one that does not depend on approval from others or on perfect conditions around you. It will come from knowing that you are guided, that you are seen, and that you are deeply loved by God in a way that never changes. That confidence will help you make decisions with clarity and will allow you to trust the path that is unfolding before you. There is still more to understand, more to uncover, and more to experience, but this moment is the beginning of something important. It is the moment where truth starts to replace doubt, and where hope begins to feel stronger than fear. You are not walking alone into what is coming next, and you are not expected to have all the answers right now. God has been working in places you could not see, gently aligning things in your favor, not through noise or sudden signs, but through calm and steady preparation that is now beginning to show itself in small and meaningful ways. What once felt like waiting is slowly revealing itself as a season of careful building, where every delay had a purpose and every silence carried a quiet blessing. What if abundance had always been influenced by a hidden brain signal, buried in classified records and never fully disclosed to the public? This frequency is now creating new pathways, attracting opportunities, and reshaping lives faster than expected. Thousands are already using it to draw wealth like never before. Click the link in the description and comments now and activate the money-attracting brainwave today. There is a shift happening inside your heart, one that is teaching you to trust without needing constant proof and to feel peace without needing everything to be perfect around you. This change is not loud or dramatic, but it is strong and steady, growing deeper with each passing day as you learn to lean on God's presence rather than your own understanding. Type 2020 to claim miracles. You are beginning to see things differently, to respond with more calmness, and to carry a kind of quiet strength that comes from knowing you are guided even when the way ahead is not fully visible. This is not something you learned overnight, but something that has been gently forming through every experience you have walked through. There were times when you felt like giving up would be easier than continuing, when the weight of your thoughts and emotions felt too heavy to carry any longer. In those moments, even when your strength felt weak and your hope felt distant, God was holding you in ways you could not feel, but that never left your side. You were not expected to be perfect, and you were not expected to understand everything that was happening around you. You were only asked to keep going, to take one step at a time, and to trust that even the smallest effort mattered more than you realized. What you have been through has changed you, but not in a way that takes away your light or your purpose. Instead, it has refined you, softened your heart, and opened your eyes to truths that many people may never come to understand. You have learned to value peace over noise, to choose growth over comfort, and to hold on to faith even when it felt like nothing around you was moving in the right direction. These are not small things, and they are not unnoticed. They are part of the reason why you are being prepared for something that requires both strength and compassion. There is a deeper level of understanding that is now being placed within you, one that allows you to see beyond temporary struggles and to focus on what truly matters in the long run. You are being guided to release the need to control every outcome and to instead trust that what is meant for you will arrive at the right time, in the right way, and for the right reasons. This does not mean that everything will always be easy, but it does mean that you will not face anything without support, guidance, and purpose behind it. You may begin to notice that certain things no longer affect you in the same way they once did, and this is not because you have become distant or uncaring. It is because you are growing, learning to protect your peace, and choosing to focus on what truly aligns with your purpose. There is a quiet confidence forming within you, one that does not seek approval or validation from others, but instead rests in the understanding that you are enough just as you are. This confidence is not built on pride, but on a deep sense of trust in God's plan for your life. As you continue forward, there will be moments that feel like confirmation, gentle reminders that you are exactly where you need to be at this point in your journey. These moments may come through unexpected peace, through kind words from others, or through a sudden clarity that settles into your heart without warning. They are not random, and they are not without meaning. They are signs that you are being guided, protected, and led into something that will bring more light and fulfillment into your life. There is also a healing taking place, one that may not be immediately visible, but is deeply real and important. Old wounds are being softened, heavy memories are losing their hold, and the parts of you that once felt broken are being restored in ways that bring gentle strength rather than pain. This healing does not erase what you have been through, but it changes how it lives within you, turning it into something that no longer controls your thoughts or your emotions. You are being invited to step into a new way of living, one that is not based on fear or doubt, but on faith, peace, and quiet assurance. This is not about becoming someone completely different, but about becoming more of who you were always meant to be. It is about letting go of what does not belong to your future and embracing what has been waiting for you with open arms. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. There is a sense of freedom that comes with this, a lightness that replaces the heaviness you once carried, allowing you to move forward with more ease and confidence. The path ahead may still have unknowns, but it is no longer something to fear. You are learning to trust the process, to believe that even the unseen parts are being taken care of, and to rest in the understanding that you are not alone in any step you take. This trust is not blind, but built on everything you have already experienced, everything you have overcome, and everything you have learned along the way. There is something beautiful about the way your journey is unfolding, something that cannot be compared to anyone else's path, because it is uniquely yours. You are not late, you are not behind, and you are not missing out on anything that is meant for you. Everything is arriving in its own time, shaped by a wisdom that sees beyond what you can currently understand. This timing is not accidental, and it is not something to question or doubt. As you continue to move forward, allow yourself to remain open to what is being placed in your life. Stay grounded in your faith, hold on to the peace that is growing within you, and trust that what is coming next will make sense in ways that bring clarity and reassurance. You are being guided with care, and every step you take is leading you closer to something that has been prepared for you long before you even realized it. God has been guiding you through a path that required patience, silence, and inner growth, because what is being prepared for you cannot be carried by a heart that has not been strengthened through experience. This is why your process has felt different, and this is why your story is unfolding in a way that may not always make sense to others. A concealed brainwave once stored in classified files is said to ignite strong prosperity. In just 7 minutes, you can unlock the switch in your mind that draws abundance like a magnet. Click the link in the video description and comments below to activate your hidden wealth wave right now. There were seasons when you felt unseen, when your efforts seemed unnoticed and your intentions misunderstood by those around you. Those moments may have felt isolating, but they were also moments where God was drawing you closer, teaching you to rely on His presence rather than on the approval or recognition of others. What you experienced was not rejection, even if it felt painful at the time, but a gentle redirection towards something more aligned with your true purpose. You were being protected from paths that were not meant for you, even if they looked right from the outside. As this understanding settles into your heart, you will begin to feel a quiet release from the weight of comparison and doubt. You will no longer feel the need to measure your progress against others, because you will recognize that your journey is not meant to be compared or rushed. There is a unique rhythm to your life, one that is guided by God's wisdom and not by the expectations or timelines of the world. This realization will bring a sense of peace that cannot be shaken easily, allowing you to move forward with confidence and clarity. You are also being prepared to receive something that requires a heart that is both strong and gentle at the same time. This preparation has not been easy, but it has been necessary. The lessons you have learned, the patience you have developed, and the faith you have held on to have all been shaping you into someone who can carry what is coming without fear or confusion. You are not stepping into something you are unready for, but into something that has been carefully aligned with who you are becoming. Type yes to affirm. There is a quiet strength within you now that does not need to prove itself, because it is rooted in something deeper than external validation. This strength allows you to remain calm even when things around you feel uncertain, and it helps you trust that even the unseen parts of your journey are being taken care of. You are no longer reacting from a place of fear, but responding from a place of faith, and this shift is changing everything about how you experience your life. You may notice that your desires are becoming clearer, not in a way that feels rushed or forced, but in a way that feels natural and aligned with your heart. These desires are not random, and they are not without meaning. They are reflections of what God has placed within you, guiding you towards something that will bring both purpose and peace into your life. As you listen to these inner nudges, you will begin to see how they connect with the path that is unfolding before you. There is also a sense of restoration taking place, one that is healing not only what was broken, but also strengthening what was already whole. You are being renewed from within, in a way that brings balance and stability to your thoughts and emotions. This restoration is not about returning to who you were before, but about stepping into a version of yourself that carries both wisdom and compassion in equal measure. You are becoming someone who understands not only your own journey, but also the journeys of others, with a deeper sense of empathy. As this transformation continues, you will find that your presence begins to bring comfort and calm to those around you. This is not something you need to force or try to create, but something that naturally flows from the peace that is growing within you. People may feel safe around you, drawn to the quiet strength and understanding that you carry, even if they cannot fully explain why. This is part of your purpose, and it is something that will continue to develop as you move forward. There will be moments ahead where you are given opportunities to step into new spaces, to try new things, or to take steps that once felt uncertain. These moments will not feel overwhelming, but instead will carry a sense of calm assurance that you are ready. You will not need to question whether you are capable, because something within you will already know that you are prepared for what is being placed before you. This knowing will guide you, helping you make choices that align with your growth and your purpose. Type 1919 to receive miracles. You are also learning to let go of what no longer fits into your life, not with resistance or sadness, but with understanding and peace. This release is not about loss, but about making space for what is meant to come next. You are creating room within your life for new experiences, new connections, and new opportunities that align with who you are becoming. This process may feel quiet, but it is deeply powerful, shaping the direction of your future in ways that are both meaningful and lasting. There is something important about the way you are learning to trust, not only in God but also in yourself. You are beginning to see that your instincts, your feelings, and your inner sense of direction are not random or unreliable. They are part of the guidance that has been placed within you, helping you navigate your path with clarity and confidence. This trust will continue to grow as you listen more closely and follow what feels aligned with your heart. You are not walking into the unknown without support, even if it sometimes feels that way. There is a steady presence guiding you, protecting you, and gently leading you toward what is meant for you. This presence does not rush you or pressure you, but moves with patience, allowing you to grow at a pace that feels natural and sustainable. You are not being pushed into something before you are ready, but guided into it when the time is right. There is still more unfolding, more clarity coming, and more peace settling into your life with each step you take. You are not at the end of your journey, but at a point where things are beginning to make sense in a deeper and more meaningful way. Continue to move forward with faith. Continue to trust what you feel within your heart, and allow yourself to receive what is being given to you in this season. Deep within your brain is a small area tied to wealth and success, once hidden in restricted studies and classified documents. This newly uncovered frequency is helping people exchange financial stress for ease, and God has led you to see this message at this very moment. Click the link in the description and comments to activate this hidden brainwave now. This understanding is not coming all at once, but it is growing steadily within you, bringing a calm assurance that you are not lost and you have never been forgotten. The path you are on is unfolding with intention, and each step you take is leading you into a deeper awareness of who you truly are. You have carried silent battles that no one else fully saw, and through those moments, you developed a strength that cannot be easily shaken. That strength is not loud or forceful, but quiet and steady, rooted in your ability to endure and to keep moving forward even when the way ahead felt uncertain. God has seen every effort you made, every time you chose patience over frustration, and every moment you held on to faith when doubt tried to take its place. Those choices have shaped you into someone who can now stand with a deeper sense of peace, even when life does not feel perfect or complete. There is a new awareness rising within you that is changing how you see your own value and purpose. You are beginning to recognize that your worth was never tied to what you achieved or how others perceived you, but has always been rooted in something far deeper and more lasting. This realization is freeing you from the need to prove yourself, allowing you to simply be who you were created to be without fear or hesitation. As this truth settles into your heart, you will feel a greater sense of ease in how you move through your days, carrying a quiet confidence that does not depend on external approval. There are moments ahead that will gently confirm this shift within you, moments that may seem small on the surface, but will carry a deep sense of meaning and reassurance. You may find yourself feeling calm in situations that once caused worry, or making decisions with clarity where there was once hesitation. These changes are not accidental, but signs that your heart and mind are aligning with the guidance you have been receiving all along. This alignment will continue to grow, bringing more stability and peace into your life with each passing day. Type 2323 if you agree. There is also a deeper connection forming between you and God, one that is not based on fear or obligation, but on trust and understanding. This connection is becoming a source of comfort and strength, something you can turn to without hesitation whenever you need peace or guidance. You are learning to listen more closely, not with your ears, but with your heart. And this is allowing you to sense what is right for you, even when the path is not fully clear. This kind of connection cannot be rushed or forced, but grows naturally through patience and openness. As you continue forward, you may begin to notice that your perspective on the past is changing in a gentle and meaningful way. Things that once felt painful may begin to make more sense, not because they were easy, but because you can now see how they contributed to your growth. This does not erase the difficulty of those moments, but it transforms how they live within you, turning them into sources of wisdom rather than sources of pain. This shift is a sign of healing, and it will continue to bring peace into your life as it deepens. There is something important about the way you are learning to trust timing, even when it does not match your expectations. You are beginning to see that delays are not denials, and that waiting is often a form of preparation rather than a sign of being forgotten. This understanding will help you remain calm during moments when things feel slow or uncertain, allowing you to stay grounded in faith rather than being pulled into worry. The patience you are developing now will serve you well in the future, helping you move forward with confidence rather than fear. You are also being guided to embrace the present moment in a way that brings more peace and contentment into your life. Instead of constantly looking ahead or holding on to what has already passed, you are learning to find value in where you are right now. This does not mean that you stop growing or hoping for more, but that you begin to appreciate the journey as it unfolds, recognizing that each moment carries its own purpose and meaning. This shift in focus will bring a sense of calm that makes everything feel more manageable and less overwhelming. There will be opportunities for you to step into new roles or take on new responsibilities that align with your growth and your purpose. These opportunities may not always come in ways you expect, but they will carry a sense of rightness that you will recognize deep within your heart. You will feel ready, not because everything is perfect, but because you have been prepared through everything you have already experienced. This readiness will guide you, helping you move forward with trust and assurance. Type 666 if you trust Jesus. You are also learning the importance of letting go of what no longer serves your peace, even when it feels familiar or comfortable. This process is not always easy, but it is necessary for your growth and your well-being. You are being shown that holding on to certain things may keep you from fully stepping into what is meant for you, and that releasing them creates space for something better to enter your life. This release is not about loss, but about making room for what aligns with your future. There is a quiet joy beginning to rise within you, one that is not dependent on circumstances, but comes from a deeper place of peace and trust. This joy may not always be loud or visible, but it is steady and real, bringing a sense of comfort that stays with you even during challenging moments. It is a reflection of the connection you are building with God, and it will continue to grow as you remain open and receptive to what is being placed in your life. A 7-second brainwave approach, previously limited to elite groups and stored in classified files, is now available to everyone, and many call it the 30-second miracle. Researchers claim it stimulates a dormant brain center associated with prosperity and blessings. Click the link in the comments below before it is removed from the internet again. You are not alone in any part of this journey, even when it feels quiet or uncertain. There is a constant presence guiding you, supporting you, and gently leading you toward what is meant for you. This presence does not rush you or overwhelm you, but moves with patience and care, allowing you to grow at a pace that feels natural and sustainable. You are being led with intention, and every step you take is part of something greater than what you can currently see. What you are experiencing now is a deepening of awareness, a quiet strengthening of faith that allows you to walk forward with calm assurance, even when everything around you does not seem fully clear yet. This is not a moment of confusion, but a moment of quiet preparation, where everything is being arranged in a way that will soon make more sense than you ever expected. You have reached a point where your heart is learning to rest in truth, rather than react to temporary emotions that once felt overwhelming and difficult to manage. This shift is not something that happened suddenly, but something that has been forming within you through every experience you have walked through, both the painful and the peaceful. God has been teaching you how to stand firm without becoming hardened, and how to remain gentle without becoming weak. This balance is something very few people truly develop, and it is one of the reasons why your journey has required so much patience and quiet endurance. There is also a deeper level of trust growing within you, one that does not depend on seeing immediate results or clear outcomes, but instead rests in the understanding that everything is being guided with purpose. You are beginning to feel more at ease with not knowing every detail of what is coming next, because you are learning that not knowing does not mean you are lost. It simply means that you are being led step by step in a way that protects your heart and strengthens your faith. This kind of trust brings peace that cannot be easily shaken, even when circumstances feel uncertain. As this trust continues to grow, you may notice that your reactions to situations are changing in subtle but meaningful ways. Things that once caused worry or frustration may now feel less heavy, and situations that once seemed overwhelming may now feel manageable and temporary. This is not because life has suddenly become easier, but because you are becoming stronger and more grounded in your faith. You are learning to see beyond the surface of what is happening, recognizing that there is always something deeper at work, something that is guiding you toward growth and understanding. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. There is also a quiet invitation being extended to you, one that encourages you to fully step into the peace that has been growing within you. This peace is not something that depends on external conditions, but something that lives within your spirit, rooted in your connection with God. You are being reminded that you do not need to carry everything on your own, and that you are allowed to release the weight of things that are not yours to hold. This release is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of trust, a willingness to let God take care of what you cannot control.